Yo, what is up YouTube? So this video is mainly about why I started YouTube and the story behind it. So let's get into that right now. Alright, so look, before I went to culinary school, I was working at Walmart. I worked there for like a year and a half. And when the opportunity came up, I took it and I quit Walmart and I left. So since the school is located in New York City, I needed to make sure that I had a place to stay to get there. And I didn't want to spend any money on a dorm or freaking any loans on a dorm. So luckily I was able to stay with my uncle in Queens, and that's where I spent most of my time. I did spend a little time in the Bronx with my aunt also. But anyways, when I had to go to school, I had to take the bus to Kew Gardens in Queens. From there I took the subway to get to Manhattan, and I took that route every day. Bus, subway, Manhattan, whatever. That's what I did. So when I went to culinary school, I already knew how to cook, but I didn't know the technical side. You know, I was like more of a home cook. You know, I can make this, I can make that, I can make whatever I wanted, but I didn't know the terms, I didn't know the cuts. So when I went into my classes, you know, I messed up a lot. So I have a funny story. So in the culinary school, there's levels, and there's 4 levels, right? So this was in level 2. It was one chef. I liked him a lot. He was a pretty cool chef, but he used to call me Turkey. That was my nickname because I messed up a lot. I used to, you know, not know what I was doing, and one time there was a dish that we had to make, and we had to present it exactly how the chef had it, but I didn't know that. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to do my own thing. Nobody said I had to do it this way, so I'm just gonna do it how I want to do it. So I tried it, and I remember sometimes they have assistant chefs in there, and the assistant chef, he looked at my plate and he was like, "What is that?" And I was just laughing. He's like, and he was just like, you know, this kid doesn't know what he's doing right now. Like, this kid, like, he sucks. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I was just like, whatever, you know, I just trying to do my own thing. Like, you know, I'm just trying like to do like whatever. Like, I didn't think we had to like follow any like presentation or follow them, you know, the head chef in the classroom. So then the main chef comes, the one that's teaching the whole class, and he's like, "What is this?" He's like, "You do what I do. You hear me, Turkey? You do what I do. You follow what I do. If I say something goes, that's how it goes." And I was just like, when you're talking to a chef, you have to say yes, chef. So I was just like, yes, chef. You know, I didn't care. I was like, whatever. You know, I'll do better. Yeah. So look, even though I messed up in the beginning of culinary school, and half the time I didn't even know what I was doing, it didn't matter, because when it got to level 4 and the end of the levels, I got so good where the chef even asked me at the end, he said, "How did you do this 360? And I just told him, you know, I just kept trying. I didn't give up, you know. And you would think like, you know, I would keep going, but I learned already that this wasn't something So guys, the main reason that I came to the realization that culinary school wasn't for me and I had to do something else was New York City. Like, New York City was the main reason. The whole process of like, I had to be independent, you know, going to the bus, going to the subway, doing the schedule every single day, seeing people go through this same exact schedule also every single day, me looking at this surrounding and myself, I was like, I'm not doing this. I can't do this. Like, I knew that I had to do more, and I knew I had to do something different, and culinary school wasn't for me. And that's when I came back to Florida and knew that YouTube was the way to go for me. So another thing I want to talk about is my channel name. It's called the Rashid Effect. Now, what I mean about, the Rashid Effect, the reason why I thought about that name is because most people can't pronounce my name. My name is Abdurrahman Abdurrashid. You hear the Rashid? Yeah. So that's where I took, the nickname from, because I like it. It sounds cooler than people calling me Abdur or Abdul. I'd rather somebody call me Rashid. I think it sounds cooler. All right. So another thing is, it's the effect. The reason why I say effect, because just like now, it's an effect. When I used to be in culinary school, when I used to work at Walmart, and I also used to work at Olive Garden when I came back from New York. But of course, I quit because it wasn't for me. You already know. So yeah, so it's the effect that you get from me. That's how it is. And it could be anything. You could expect anything. So right now it's the Rashid Effect. Right now I work Uber, and Uber gives me the flexibility where I can do this. I can put out this content and creativity and be me and put me on the camera. So even when I'm in Uber, I tell people, like, when they ask me about my channel, I'm like, right now you're witnessing the Rashid Effect. And I really do bring people an amazing effect because I'm just being me, and hey, I know I have something to put out to the world. So really expect the unexpected. Like, I could do anything. Like, it could be anything. You can come out motivated. Believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what people say. You gotta do you. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I could be dancing. It doesn't matter. But literally expect anything, because that's just me, and this is what it is, and this is the Rashid Effect, and I'm out. Peace.